Greetings viewers, Eric the Car Guy. We're going to do something a little outside the box, a little fun today. We're going to talk about the differences between my old 70mm turbo from On3 and my new 67mm turbo with ceramic ball bearings from On3. Stay tuned. And I should point out, this is not a sponsored video. On3 is not paying me to do this. I purchased this turbo. I am just passing along this information because I feel it would be useful to you. And here they are. Over here on the left is my original 70mm journal bearing turbo. Now, what is a journal bearing? A journal bearing, instead of ball bearing, there's a shaft that runs between the hot side and the cold side here that connects the two. So when you spin this side, actually, technically the exhaust is spinning, which therefore spins the compressor side, and they're connected by a shaft. So in between here, they basically just use a metal sleeve as a wear point, if you will, between these two things. So that is what this shaft rides on. It rides on a metal sleeve. That's a journal bearing. But this is my 70mm journal bearing On3 turbo. And you can see how it spins right there. Spins fine. And this has a little more than 3,000 miles on it. So I haven't had it on there that long, but I recently suffered an engine problem, which I'm dealing with now, which if you follow me on social media, you'll know that there. Over here is my 67mm ball bearing turbo, also from On3. And as you can see, this one spins a lot freer. So why lose the 3mm? Why go from 70mm down to 67mm? Well, that was the size, number one, but more than anything else, so instead of a metal sleeve between here, there is ceramic ball bearings. There's a few things. Well, first of all, ball bearings are going to hold up better, but ceramic ball bearings in particular, ceramic is an insulator, and guess what? This guy makes a ton of heat. So to help keep the heat off of things in here, but also ceramic ball bearings can pretty much run without lubrication. I mean, you can run them at a really high heat and all that kind of stuff. They're made under high pressure. As a result, with this turbo, you have to run a restrictor. So look at the size of that hole of the oil that's going to come in. This is going to come in this area in here. It gets mounted, and then there's the drain on the other side. So this was for the journal style. So you can see comparison side by side between the two as far as the hole. It's a substantial difference. So if you're going to run the ceramic ball bearing turbo, you're going to need this restrictor because it does not need all that oil. You completely flood it. You don't need it. That's the difference. So journal bearing, 70mm, as opposed to the 67mm ceramic ball bearing. So this is going to spool up a heck of a lot quicker and has the potential to make a lot more power. Now the ideal thing would be to put these on a dyno and dyno this turbo as compared to this turbo, and that might happen at some place in the future, but I just wanted to show you what I'm doing as far as this upgrade goes, and I've got a lot of work to do before I'm mounting this thing on there, but everything else is virtually the same. This might be a millimeter smaller, this inlet, but these outlets are both the same. They're both 50mm. And the mounting surface for both of these is the same. The difference being is this. Now, this does come with a price tag. This is virtually twice as much as this. For the most part, this should work just fine, but I'm just taking the opportunity to upgrade, and this is why. Well, there you go. I hope useful information if you're trying to make the choice between a journal bearing 70mm turbo from On3 and a ceramic ball bearing 67mm turbo from On3. So hope this information was useful to you. I put links in the description to additional information. Yes, I will be getting back to Fairmont videos soon, but that's a whole lot of editing. I'll get there. I'll get there. But for now, we give you this little taste of what's going on. And as I said, if I can at some point in the future, I'm going to save the 70mm here, and perhaps we can do a side-by-side comparison at some point. But I can tell you right now, ceramic ball bearing is going to spool a lot faster than the other one, and as I said, potentially make a lot more power. Once again, links in the description. If you have automotive questions not covered in this video, I ask that you head to EricTheCarGuy.com, also linked in the description. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this video because all that stuff helps me make a living. I really appreciate it. Be safe, have fun, stay dirty. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.